Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Candy Coated Secrets. You already know I'm your girl, Miss Vibrations, the hostess with the mostest, okay? Give me a heart and a thumbs up when you get here and share the show. And if you just so happen to be watching the show after it's already gone off, be sure to type replay down in the comments. But until then, say hey, I missed y'all. It is Wednesday. Hump day. It is almost the weekend. It is almost the weekend. How y'all feeling about that? So give me a heart and thumbs up when you get here and share the show for me. We're gonna get into some things tonight. You know I ain't been keeping y'all too long. I've been like pow, excited to see you. Hey Shanice, oh, you here today. Okay. The baby must not have choir practice. Or swim class or something. He's a little busy thing. How are you doing? What's new with y'all tonight? What I always say, I be like, I'm not going to keep y'all long. And I'm not going to keep y'all long, okay? As soon as I feel like my message is done, we are done, okay? Oh my gosh, y'all. Look, I've been watching Ratchet TV. Yes, I have. I've been watching Ratchet TV and I am patiently waiting for the little Baddies West reunion. Don't judge me. It's so much content on these shows. But yeah, tonight I want to get into the word potential and why you shouldn't involve yourself in a relationship or stay in situations or friendships or anything that you have to use the word potential. When you use the word potential, it's a setup, okay? It's a setup. Amen. But no, y'all, I'm in a great mood. The anniversary is on the horizon. Make sure, I said I don't know if I'm going to do a Mother's Day special or not, but, get your tickets. Thank you for everybody who got your books. All the books should be out. However, some people haven't received their books yet at the moment. Just get to me and let me know if you want me to deliver it to you locally or am I shipping it to you in the mail because you probably ain't paying no processing fee. But just let me know. I'm super excited. Hey Stephanie girl. So tonight, well, I'm going to get into potential right now. You know what I mean? Like I asked a question in the group about who seems to have more patience and will stay in a relationship longer that has potential. And I wasn't trying to be that person when I first was discussing this with one of my friends. And I wasn't trying to say it was going to just be women, but it definitely seems like women, we like to stick around for the potential. At least that's what the mass majority. Yep, women. Ooh, ladies, let me find out. We got some work to do. How y'all feeling? Give me a thumbs up. What's new with you guys? Okay, so here it is. And I'm going to move right along. Hopefully you can keep up. So, have you ever been in a relationship or, friendships with potential? See, and the reason why I like the word potential is because potential isn't only able to be used in relationships, okay? You can use it at work. You can use it with everything you're doing. Hey, Junior Harrington. So, words have power, and the words and the things that you say, and a lot of times it all depends on how you're looking at it, the level of your consciousness and other things like that. But tonight, I'm here to let you know why we all are going to remove, or why you should think about removing the word potential from out of your situations and your relationships. Because when you are using the word potential in a relationship already, if you meet somebody and you say, oh, she has potential or he has potential, then you are already saying that this person is not equipped in this moment to be what you need them to be. Ooh, did you catch that? When you use the word potential, you are already acknowledging that the situation and the person is not capable or equipped to be in the noun, right? In the noun, what you need them to be. Because potential is what? The word potential is in regards to being capable of being able to do something and be something in the future. right? So if the word potential is speaking to the future, then when you meet somebody and you're in the situation or relationship or whatever that you may be in at that time, and you say, I see his or her potential, then you are already acknowledging that they aren't what you need them to be, that they aren't even capable of being in the noun already. So you're already aware that they aren't even able to be what you need them to be. Ooh. And if words have power, right? If words have power, right? Then you are already acknowledging and setting yourself up for failure by staying in the situation with potential. Because saying potential is acknowledging that it's not what you needed to be in this moment. Think about it. And, give me a heart and thumbs up if you're keeping up, and I'll get to the comments in a minute. Because for me, if I or you were to meet someone, right, just met them fresh off the boat. Well, no, not the boat, because the boat sounds like we back in slavery, child. But just met them. Fresh off the porch. Ain't that what y'all be saying? And you meet a guy and he's like, hey, Shorty got potential. You got the potential to be my girl. You got the potential to be my wife. Or he has the potential to be your husband or the potential to be your man. I'm trying to figure out why nobody is offended by that. Because, potential is means, the capability of developing something in the future. Okay? Like, that's an insult. You don't think so? Would you not be offended if somebody told you, you have the potential? Ooh, I mean, like, let's really think about this. Y'all know how I look at stuff. You got to be real mindful and conscious of the things that you say. And, the words speak life or death. And sometimes, we are constantly breathing life, trying to breathe life and CPRing situations that are completely dead. But most of them are usually dead because look at the verbiage that you're using to speak into them. Keeping up? Shawnice, I know you're going to be somewhere with your notepad, child. Junior said, I would, because not everyone's going to have it all together. Ooh, okay. Take a risk sometime. That person might become everything you asked for. Okay, so let's look at that too. I'm glad that you said those comments, because I feel like that those are the things, the exact same things that we say to ourselves in situations when we are already, betraying ourselves, right? Because we talked about that. We talked about it a few weeks ago, right? When we're already betraying ourselves because you already are acknowledging that, this person is not, what you want for yourself in this moment, right? So that's betrayal step number 1 against your own heart and what you're doing. And because you may like them and because y'all may, enjoy sex or whatever it is you may be doing with them, right? You want to stick it out with them because of the potential of what they could be in the future. So you are already acknowledging that you are limiting yourself, and what you want for yourself or the person that you want in your life. You are already hindering it and blocking it and slowing it down because you see the potential in someone, because not everyone has it all together. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like at a certain age. Okay, before I do that, Junior, give me some examples. Give me a thumbs up if you hear. Give me some examples of not having it all together. That somebody may not have it all together. Because, we all mature on different levels and, things like that. But I feel like a lot of times why we make a lot of those excuses, such as something like that, is because it's an eternal thing anyway, where you already feel like you aren't worthy, or you may not be able to meet somebody that's going to be able to show up and have everything that you need. Everybody needs and wants in a relationship and a partner are completely different. But I can guarantee you that a lot of people aren't dealing with the things that they did in the past. It comes with growth. When you are aware of what you don't want, you are even more aware of what you do want. That is the number one law of attraction, okay? That's the number one thing, of acknowledging that you know what you want for yourself, okay? So at what age are you going to have it together? Because if you are, I'll say the mass majority of my audience is 35 and older, right? So in their 30s and over, right? And then the trickles down and it's younger, right? I say like 25, 18. On Instagram, my audience is like 19 and up. But anyway, moving on. All right? Y'all keeping up? I mean, let me know, right? Because at what age are you no longer doing the same things that you were doing. If you are doing the same things that you were doing at 16 in your teenage years, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, that is a problem. That is a huge sign that there is no growth there. So this is why I'm saying, what is it that we'll say, oh, well, this person doesn't have it all together. So what is not having it all together? Because your all together may be different from my all together, or Stephanie's all together, or Shawnee's all together, or Raymond's all together. What's your all together? Because if women, right, which is the mass majority that was under this post, right, if women are able to stay in situations and relationships because they see the potential, and then, tell ourselves that, oh, nobody is perfect. So you are already, that's a double whammy, right? And then when this person is not being what you want them to be because the potential hasn't showed up, because think about it, potential, remember, potential is a futuristic word. Okay, so you are already acknowledging that this is not going to be what you want it to be when you are already using the word potential. So then why be mad when it doesn't work out, and then you telling everybody, oh, he did this, or I stayed because I saw this, or she did that and I stayed before that. So that's a more clear indication as to why you cannot blame anybody else for the decision and the choice that you make if this person decides to do X, Y, and Z to you, because you saw the potential. So by you already seeing the potential in them, you are already acknowledging that they are not where you want them to be, but you can't be mad if you keep going through the same thing, because you already knew potentially that they weren't what you want them to be in that moment now anyway. So then I ask you, who's to blame? Ooh. Was that a lot? Hey, Ramsey. I mean, give me a heart and a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Interesting topic. It is, isn't it, Rudolph? I like when you be making your brain go. Because if you think about it, right, Rudolph, it makes sense, right? If the word potential, okay, is a futuristic word speaking to the future, then when you see someone with potential, you're already saying, this ain't for me. It's not for me. So then why do we continue to go and move forward? Oh, because you think, potentially she will be a good wife in the future, or he will be a good husband in the future. So when it doesn't work that way, who do you blame? Because most people will blame the other person. But like I said, that's the ultimate betrayal that you take in the first place, Let me go to the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Shanice said, if I haven't learned shit else, I learned that potential can go to hell. I can compromise on some things, but some shit is a strong no, and I'm learning to stand on that. Absolutely, because because people like to mix the two up. Compromise and potential are two different things. Compromise and potential don't even go together. Let's start there. She said, I'm blaming my fucking self. I know that's right. And deep down, we knowing damn well that shit ain't for us and be miserable as fuck. Exactly. Right? So when you know that, then you have the potential, the future to blame this person when it doesn't work out. You see people, I can't stress it enough. You are in control, and you can change everything in your life that you want. You can speak life into your situation, and you can speak death into your situation. But at what age do you no longer want to deal with potential? Potential. The person is already not equipped to be where you need them to be when you meet them. So you will decide to stay there because you like them, because, you can see the potential. Okay, why not? I can see your potential, but potential can't live here because I'm already together. See, and that's a lot of the issues. Like, we'll go into situations and we already won't be what they call it equally yoked. We already aren't meshing from the beginning because potentially it has room to grow. Now, listen, it's nothing wrong with you wanting to be in a situation with potential. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you don't have the right to complain when it's not going your way. So because potential will leave you stuck, potential will leave you disappointed, potential will leave you with bitter, bitterness, anger, resentment. Potential will leave you with all those things in the end. And all I am trying to get you to see is that you have nobody to blame for that, because potential is already a futuristic word anyway. So be prepared to put your seatbelt on to go through some shiggity when you're in a situation with potential from the get-go, because it's already letting you know it ain't capable of matching up to what you needed to be in the now. I don't know about you, but I feel like that's deep. Is that deep? Shawneese, is that deep? Like, when you really gotta look at it, when you really look at it from a whole, it's like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She said, and is. Let's see. Stephanie said, you stop doing the same stuff at different stages. Some things I believe you recognize need to stop earlier than others. Okay. Like what? What do you recognize that need to change and stop earlier than others? Stephanie said, plan but poor execution, good head on your shoulders, job but poor understanding of finances, lots of knowledge and experience, but needs a little push or encouragement. Okay, yeah, and if you guys, if you want to stay and you want to be that push and that encouragement, by all means, you got to do you. I am just simply trying to get people, to see the side of what it is that you are dealing with. You know what I say? I'm trying to teach you how to get out your own way, because potential is going to leave you stuck and disappointed, and then you upset about it. And then you're so upset about it. If you know that you want to get married and you meet somebody you want to get married and you know that they have poor financial decisions, okay, so you're going to just stay with them and pray and hope that it's going to change. Well, how long is it going to change? Because it takes time for people to change. And we all know we can't change people. People change when they want to when they get goddamn going ready to change. So what I'm saying is, if you already are with someone and you want to get married and y'all want to buy a house and you already know that your partner is not financially equipped because they still have a lot of growing to do, then why would you even want to connect yourself to someone like that? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, because I'm all for that. But I would rather meet somebody that is already stable and together than to think that you or not know how long you are going to take to be able to be what I want you to be in order for you to be with me to sustain a relationship. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Junior said, let me ask you this. Do you have all your ducks in the row in life? Absolutely. I will say that once upon a time, I didn't, being young and doing things and making some jacked up decisions. But over time, like, I learned for them, and I didn't really start to, look at the decisions I made. I was also too, I talked about it on a previous show before, I was also like a victim, like stuck in that victim mentality of, oh, it's his fault, it's your fault, it's their fault, it's my fault. When ultimately, once I, went through life and had a life coach and began to learn and uncover the principles of truth and the laws of attraction and how it works, and getting into the fact that I am responsible for me, and that validation is not required, or what someone thinks of me is none of my business, and just cleaning up the me on the inside and eternally, everything started to change externally for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that my life is perfect, but I'm damn sure saying that my life ain't hitting none of the hoops and hurdles. I have no drama. I don't argue with dudes in relationships. I will understand and hear what you got to say, but if you're not able to be what I need you to be, I don't stay. Once upon a time, I did. I am not going to deal with anything that I am not going to bring to you. But see, everybody is different, just like, and I'm glad you asked that question, because, I don't mind sharing, just like when they used to give me shit because I was like, I don't want to date a man with children. Like, I won't, be in a relationship with a man with children. I've tried it, cool, but it's not for me, because I don't have any baby daddy drama. Like with my daughter, she out the house. So you ain't got to deal with that. So I am not going to put myself in a situation where he going back and forth with his baby mother, where she don't like me. She don't want me to do the hair. She don't want me to take her son to get a haircut. Oh, he got to spend the night for Christmas. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time for that. So I feel like, whatever it is that you want for your life, nobody could tell you that what you want for your life is wrong. And I think a lot of the issues comes in is because we all aren't always taught properly the right way, and we stay in situations longer than we were supposed to. And then when you build up all that bitterness and that anger, because I used to be so mad, like I felt like my relationship, I was in a relationship for 17 years, and I just felt like that everything was his fault. But then I had to realize, like, no, he didn't put a gun to your head to make you stay there. Okay? He didn't put a gun to your head to make you stay in that situation. You chose to stay in every situation, even with friendships, those one-way friendships. I stayed in a lot of friendships that were overdue. Where, they could rely on me for everything and I couldn't rely on them for nothing. Or they could call me for everything, and when I had to call them, it was an excuse, or I had to wait. But when you call me, I jump. And it would make me feel like, dang, they not a good friend. They're this, they selfish. No, guess what? I forgive you. I love you from afar. I ain't mad at you, but that's not what I need. I'm big too, Junior. I'm big on the heavy on it. I teach people how to treat me. You're not going to just treat me any kind of way at all. Especially when you know your worth. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the one growing in your relationship and changing and learning and looking beyond, limitations, and you with somebody that's just stuck right here. They want to be outside every day. They want to turn up all the time. It's like, okay, it is more to life than that. So I think that that's a lot of the issues with people like they don't discover that it's more to life than relationships. It's more to life than friendships. Like, life is so much bigger than what we make it. But a lot of us have not seen different. So we stick out and stay in situations that aren't conducive to us. So no, I don't do that. And like I said, I don't have any ill will with anybody that I've ever dealt with. I used to back when I was younger, but in the future, like the now, no, because I say it all the time, they weren't bad guys. They just weren't for me. Certain things I just don't want. And that's my right. So, but they, Ryan and them used to laugh at me because I used to always say they are good dudes for women that want that. In relationship, it's a lot of women out here that, and men who will stay for potential and who will work through all the craziness and, all of that. No, I'll go through the personality differences, the regular relationship, like, you don't know what you want to eat today. I want steak. You want chicken. Or, you want to punish the baby. I don't think the baby should be punished. We can go through things like that. But we're not going through the fact that, you are financially, jacked up. You don't pick the children up on time. You hang out with your friends till 6 or 7 and the sun is beating you home. No, at certain ages, we not doing that. Or chicks DMing you or calling your phone and you getting mad about hearts on the Facebook. I don't deal with that. I mean, because some of this shit don't even make no sense. But no, I'm not with that. Like, I can't do that. That's not what I want for myself. So I don't do something to somebody else that you don't have to deal with me. So if you're not getting no drama, you're not getting no stress from me, I'm not going to get it from you. Hey, Coach. Thanks. That was a long question, but I answered it, Junior. I hope I answered your question, boo-boo. Let's see. What else? Junior said, take a risk sometimes. Oh, he said that already. That person may be everything you asked for. He said that he would be with someone with potential. Not everyone is going to have it all together. Okay. Stephanie said it probably is women, but men be lying about what they put up with too. Oh yeah, they definitely be lying about what they put up with, because it is some men out here that will put up with a lot of stuff. Stephanie said Not even about change, educate them. Honestly, that's the problem with our generation. We are unwilling to actually work with people. It's a little weird to expect something from people where we haven't outlined our expectations or assessed their willingness to learn. Okay, so Stephanie, what is that? What is that? What are you referring to with that? Are you saying that? Because I don't want to interpret it wrong because I hear something different. Um, I don't think that I don't think that that's the problem with our generation. I think one of the problems with our generation is that we like to play God and think we can change people, and we like to stay in situations overdue and then play victim. Also, what are you willing? What is it that we are needing to be willingly taught? You know what I mean? What is it that makes you, maybe not you specifically, but what is it that make you think that you can't meet someone and they are already equipped with the education part that you need? And what is it? What is it? Like, I don't know. I guess I need some more clarity from that, ma'am. Shanice, you said you don't either. You don't either. What Shanice said? Shanice said, and some people never do. They go to their grave with that I am who I am mentality with no potential to grow. Absolutely. So you have to know when to cut the cord. She said, I'm not saying it at all. So what is it that you're saying? I'm just trying to understand what you said. Stephanie said, strong relationships involve people who learn from one another. Okay. I definitely do believe that. Like, you got to be with somebody that you can learn from. Absolutely. But this is about potential, staying in relationships with potential. That's all this is about. Potential. Staying in relationships with potential. When you stay in relationships with potential, you are already set up for failure, because potential, again, is a futuristic word. Shani said, many aren't even receptive or open to learning, so you plant the seed and keep it moving. Exactly, and that also goes to, something else too, Shanice, with that. We don't know how to let go. We have a problem with letting go. We'll see something or be in a situation and know that something is not what it is, and we just be there. We just be stuck sometimes. Potential doesn't have to have a negative context. That's all. No, I hope that's not it. But I don't think potential has a negative context. It can't, because it's a futuristic word. So it's really positive. But however, in a relationship format, then you cannot complain about what you're dealing with in your relationship if you choose to stay with potential. That's just like at work. You go up for a promotion, you want to get the promotion, and your supervisor tell you, you definitely have potential, but right now we're not going to be able to promote you. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything wrong. It just means that in that moment, because that's what potential is. Hey, Janelle, that just means in that moment that you are not able to get this promotion because your manager sees the potential in you. That doesn't mean that, you are a piece of crap. That doesn't mean that you aren't going to amount to anything. That is not what it means. It just means that in this moment, you cannot get this promotion because I see the potential, and you have the potential to be a great supervisor. But right now, you're not going to be able to get it. Hey, K-Sean. Shout out to K-Sean. It's in the building. Renew You Body Butter. Y'all better get with the movement. Become an affiliate. Use Miss Vibrations. Run it up. Go get your tea bags. Go get your bath salts, bath tea, everything out here. K-Sean is taking over the whole West Coast with the luxury holistic skincare line, y'all. Shout outs to her. Give some hearts and thumbs up for all the black girl magic that's going on. Stephanie said, them complainers thought they could change someone. Yeah. And that's all, and that's it, that's all I'm really saying. I'm not going to keep y'all too long. It's just that, like I said, I just like to share the insight. Y'all know, as I learn, as I grow and I do things, I bring it here and spread it, because that is what it's about. We were put here to spread love and give knowledge, okay? I am not saying that you have to listen to me, baby. I am just simply telling you what it is and what's going on out here and why you may be holding you up in any situation where you are in it and you see the potential. Seeing the potential in your marriage, seeing the potential in your relationship, seeing the potential in your friendships. You are already setting yourself up and saying that and acknowledging that it is not what you need it to be in the noun. In the noun. Okay? That's it. That's all. That's the post. Ain't that what they be saying? Oh, ain't that what they be saying? So that's all I want you to do. I ask you this. I ask you this tonight. Keep it up before I get out of here. I challenge you. You know what I'm learning? I'm so no. Every show I'm challenging somebody to do something. I challenge you to look at your relationship history. I challenge you to sit in your relationship and look at your relationship history, right? Hey, May, CEO, May Shalem Bundles in the house. We about to do a bundle raffle. Look at me. Y'all gotta get prepared. We about to do a bundle raffle. Yup, I said it. We about to do a bundle raffle. Random, but your hair is cute. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you, Stephanie, girl. You want to see? Thank you. So I want you to, so only you know your relationship history, whether you're in the relationship now, whether you're in the relationship last year, a year ago, or you're not, even with your friendships, right? So you know your relationship history. So I challenge you to look at your relationship history. And the word of the day is potential. And look at how many of your relationships that the word potential, because that's the word, right? Where the word potential existed. And then tell me, are you still in that relationship? And how it went. And what are some of the issues you've dealt with? Because I can guarantee you that a relationship where the word potential is being used, all hell has broken loose a time or two before. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to let y'all know. So, and then I want you to ask yourself, after you figure that out, how many years has potential stolen from your life? How many years have you wasted on potential? How many years have you wasted on potential? I'm telling you. Let me go to the comments. Stephanie, what is you doing? So that is all. Potential, when you meet people potentially, they are already letting you know that they aren't going to be able to be what you need them to be. And we will sit around and we stay. Stephanie said, 2, no, girl, we don't have enough time. Well, we don't have enough time. But wait a minute, potential. Then you just say compromising and all that. So like I said, compromise doesn't go with potential for me. I want to focus, since we always be in a group and we be making posts and y'all be changing the posts in the comments. We not changing tonight. We're going to stick with potential because that's what we talk about. Potential. Some people, myself, I can admit I was a potential for 17 years old because I saw what someone could be. I saw what they were capable of. Now, I don't know. And even when it comes to your children, right, with the word potential, I feel like with your children and the word potential, they are the only ones that get the potential word because they have to grow up. So you are in charge of their future. You can direct their future. So yeah, potential only needs to be used with children. With children. 2 relationships in a slew of years. Okay. Shout outs to y'all. I appreciate the honesty. All right. So 2 relationships in a slew of years have been wasted. Did you, now, since you answered those, when you were in that situation, did you already know, like going in, like this ain't gonna work, but I'm gonna keep on doing it anyway? Or was it one of those, you knew it wasn't gonna work, but you was getting a thrill out of it? Stephanie said, meeting someone in high school takes a while to let go of that version of the person in your mind. Exactly. So that's why I say with kids not going in, but over time. Okay, so over time you saw that the potential. Okay, see? Yeah, definitely. So, when you're in high school, middle school, elementary, all that, you still growing. Come on now. How many of us, come on now. Some of us had crushes on the damn school teacher. You knew that Mr. Jones couldn't date you. Goodness. God, you knew Miss Johnson wasn't going to take you serious, but you still went and you had that crush and wrote those little notes and whispered about it. Come on. Potential. Then you grow up, you never know now, child. Then you get of age, Miss Jenkins might let you hit it. At the rate the world is going today, because every time I turn on the TV, a teacher is sleeping with a student. Okay? This is a new world. It's a new day. Okay? Honey. Shanice said, I believe in growth, and sometimes you look back and see that a person hasn't grown. Oh my God, yes. So remember, I did it eons ago. I did a show about that. How sometimes, God will leave a door cracked. Leave it cracked. So you can still see what's there, so you won't walk back down that hallway. Remember I told y'all, and I told y'all what happened when I took my cute ass down that hallway, okay? But it's the truth, you know what I mean? And it all goes to the fact that we naturally, we don't know how to let go. Because, throughout history, and y'all know I'm not one that always try to go down the history road, but throughout history, with us in particular, we believe and feel and that we have to fight for everything we want. So we fight for relationships. We fight for friendships. We fight for family. We fight for everything. But we forget that God has already given us everything that we need. And he already said that if it's for you, it's for you. It comes with ease. So sometimes we stay and we be fighting for stuff that's not for us. And then next thing you know, some years then came and took all the time away. And now you upset and you mad because you were with them and then they leave you and they get with somebody else. And then they make you believe that the reason that they couldn't give you and be what you wanted them to be is because you wasn't the one for me. Well, no shiggity, Sherlock. You don't say. So this is why, it is very important. It is very important not to let what someone chooses to do to you in a relationship make you ever feel like that it's you, because you are never the problem. People can be selfish, and there are some people, I think someone said it in a comment earlier, some people just don't know, and that is okay if they don't know. But when you have someone who does know, a person that does know is not dealing with somebody that don't know. Like I said, it comes a time when you got to say, enough is enough. We're too old for this. I ain't got time. Because I think that's something that we always say, that we don't have time for something. In actuality, hey, William, in actuality, when you sit back and you look at it, you definitely have a lot of time, because why you ain't do it? It is so many people. I said it last week and I'm going to say it again. It is so many people going through hell in a handbasket in relationships with people that aren't even their husbands. Like, why are you so dedicated to someone? Look. Here we go back to the word, with potential, when you are already aware that in the now, they can't be what you need them to be. That's an insult. I don't know about y'all, but see, look, I'm just telling you how I look at stuff. That is an insult. But I will tell you, once I changed my perception, once I started to know me, once I started to, be the change that I wanted to see, my whole atmosphere around me changed. My whole atmosphere around me changed. I swear to you not. when you give love to yourself, and when you love yourself, it will pour onto other people. And then not only that, you send signals out into the world for it to give it back to you anyway. Because ultimately, God is love. He is the unconditional. He is the maker of it. And you were made out of love because he made you out of his image, which is love. So we forget that. And this is why we allow other people to tell us who we are and what we should be, and if you're worthy of a ring or not worthy of the ring, if you're worthy of them giving you a child or not giving you a child, if you're worthy of the promotion, if you're worthy of all this other stuff, and then it builds onto, hey, Linwood, and then it builds onto you, and it gets embedded in your subconscious, and you don't even know it. And that's why when you with somebody, right? When you're with somebody and things going good, and then the relationship or the marriage comes to an end, you ever hear somebody, or you yourself may have felt like you didn't know what to do. You didn't feel like yourself. You didn't know. We always say, oh, I don't want to start over. You didn't even know what to look for. Or people say, I don't even know how to date. How do you date? Like, we get involved with people and we lose our identity and attach our identity to them, because in the relationship, I'm pretty sure that, we place the blame as to, well, I did this, or I was talking to him because you did this, or I was with her because you don't listen to me, or you stopped cooking and she cooked me something to eat. You don't ever ask me how my day was, and she listened to me, and you don't, and so when you have those arguments, people don't even, you aren't even aware that when you're having those arguments and the things that you are saying to one another, it's getting absorbed into your subconscious mind, which is also going into an emotional response, because everything is an emotional feeling. So when you do meet someone else and they may say something that triggers you, because what is a trigger? A trigger is something that reveals a place in you that needs to be healed, which is okay. It's nothing wrong with that. And then you're trying to figure out what's going on and why you feeling crazy, and why you trying to figure out something, and how can you change this and how can you change that, and you don't know what you like or what you don't like. But it's because you were in a situation where so many people were telling you who you were, or were telling you that they did things as a result of you. What? And if that is the case, you know how much power that is that you've given to somebody else? We give our power away every day, and don't even know it. We give our power away every day and don't even know it. And this is why I say you have to guard your heart with all due diligence, because out of your heart are the reflections of life. You're only experiencing what you feel and hear. You create the world and the life around you. That's why I always say, go out and create the life you want. You can. And I'm telling you that you can, because I am doing it. I am doing it. I am doing it. We all have different things that we want for ourselves. And you may say, oh, she's not doing this, or this not enough, or I want this. Listen, baby, you don't know what I want for my life. You don't know. So what I'm saying is, you control your destiny. You change. You are the author of your story. You are the star in your movie. Anybody that comes along in your life and they not equipped to fit the freaking role, guess what? You have the power to host another audition, baby. Host another audition. And when you choose to pick and stick it out with the same cast for 4 and 5 and 6 seasons, and they just stop, or it's not moving, nobody is the freaking blame but the director, the author, the writer. And that is you. That is you. Nobody. How many times have we watched movies and we like, oh, the first season was dope. The second season was good. Oh, they got rid of Bridget. They need to bring Dwayne back. How many times have we been watching Power? I'm one of them like, where is Ghost? Like, Lil Tariq is doing his thing, but where is Ghost? Where is Ghost? You understand? We get attached, even with shows. We get attached to the characters. You may like one character better than you like the other character. And then you may get a season where you like, I ain't know that season was going to be like that once they got rid of Bridget. But this show was good. It kept getting better once they got rid of Bridget. You're like, yeah, it did. So you have that same power over your own life. All you have to do is stop being afraid to let go and let flow. You keep praying for a solution, and every time he give you one, it ain't the one that you want. So you get upset. Or we often say God is not listening to us. But have you ever stopped to think, are you listening to him? Are you listening to him? Ooh. Are you? Well, he's not listening to me. But when is the last time you listened to him? We don't look at it. We don't look at that. But if you don't like something, you have the ability to change that. Don't care what nobody got to say about you. Half the people in this world are followers. They don't even know who they are, and there's nothing wrong, but everybody looks alike now. Nobody wants to be themselves. Got, the celebrities and did the gender reveals. Now everybody do a gender reveal. In this day and age, it is very hard and seldom to find an individual and someone that will be themselves. And this is why, for me, and I'll say Rudolph, because that's Ramsey. That's my Ramsey. With his stuff that he does. Hey, Kia. For me, I love when I see somebody able to be themselves. In a world full of followers, I love when I see an individual. I've never been a follower. I ain't never been. Mama raised a lot of things, but she ain't raised no follower, okay? I've always been there. I've always got that. I wear different patterns together. I like bright and loud colors. I'll do anything with my hair. I don't care. I do anything with my clothes, colors in my hair, and all of that is how I express myself. You know what I'm saying? It's freedom of expression. I'll get a bag, a name brand bag, and wear one from Walmart or something. It don't matter to me. You know what I mean? It really doesn't matter to me. I am very secure and comfortable with who I am. And I am just saying that we need to do that as well. More people can do the same thing. Man, you have to be comfortable and know who you are, because there's so many out here, so many people that's going to come along, and so many different experiences you're going to experience at work, at home, in the grocery store, driving down the road, anywhere, with so many people trying to tell you who you are. You driving down the road, you following all the rules to the lane, and because somebody decided to wake up late, right? You yelling and cussing everybody out on the road. Get out my way, traffic's so slow. Traffic is not slow. You're late. You overslept. The school bus is up to go to school between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning. You decide to lay in bed an extra 30 minutes, and now you think when you get outside in your car that out of 1 million people on the planet, everybody's supposed to move out of your way because you late. Are you kidding me? But see, that's the stuff we do, though. I used to be guilty of it too. But you know what I started doing? Listen, if I'm already late, I'm already late. I get there when I get there. Why rush and potentially lose your life trying to get somewhere when you're already late? We are responsible for us. Or you on your 5th and 6th write-up or 3rd write-up, but you continuing to do the same thing. Staying stuck is easy. That's all I'm saying. Staying stuck is easy. Or you worrying about what somebody gonna say because you put this on or because you got that on. What? My friends will tell you I go outside looking like a whole rainbow. Matter of fact, I just did it. Okay? I just did it. It don't bother me. You have to know who you are. You don't answer to what other people say you are or who you should be. You don't do that. Because I can say that if I would have listened to what people had to say about me, I would have been out of here a long time ago. especially, before I get out of here, and I'm about to get out of here because I ain't been on here this long in a minute, especially, with us, dark-skinned girls when we were younger back in the day. I've been called, midnight, tire oil, playing hide and go seek. All we can see is your teeth. Or you black this, you black that. Kids are mean, and that's the reality of it. Kids are mean. But I'm just saying that even growing up and hearing that, there's a difference. I was not bullied. I was never bullied. We always talk trash about each other. But the point is, had I listened and believed and allowed that to play on my self-esteem, I wouldn't probably be here today. Or they say dark-skinned people aren't supposed to wear certain or bright colors. Who said that? Who made that rule? Spook was the name they gave me. Right, and guess what? And kid, you grew up, and I guarantee you, everybody that said spook, spook, spook was trying to get a scoop, scoop, scoop. Okay? Ask me how I know. Because that's how it is, baby. Okay? That same little burnt piece of toast grew up to be a whole rump roast. She said big motherfucking facts. Oh, I know. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. So that's what I'm saying, things like that. So, don't answer to what people call you. Don't allow other people to put their own projections onto you. Don't listen to people. When next time when somebody's giving you advice about whatever it is maybe that they want to, give you advice on, not the advice that you ask for. I'm talking about the people who voluntarily give you advice that you have not solicited. Ask them to take a look at their life. Look at your life and tell me what you have done, or where you're going, or where you're headed. And don't let them say, oh, well, my situation is different. Baby, we're in the same situation. We just got different cast members playing the role. Oh! So I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back here. Get your tickets for the anniversary, you guys. I would love to see you guys come out to see what you've been a part of. This is the last anniversary for Candy Coated Secrets. 5 years. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that come July, we will be entering year 6 and closing year 5. So I'm super, super excited about that. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to believe in yourself and to do something and go after your dreams and keep on doing them. So I am telling you, go out and be great. Go out and create the life you want and start rewriting the story. Okay? Hold some better auditions. See you later.